Step 3.1, wake up early. Now, either choose to wake up early or to stay up late. But I think that you should have either one of these extreme, like this pocket of window, very early in the day or very late at night, where no one can contact you. And that's when you can work on something which is really, really important. This is building up to the most important productivity tactic that I could be telling you about. You must have a few hours of the day when no one will contact you, when no one's awake, where it's just kind of you with some silent enthusiasm working on something that's super hard and like, the hardest task possible. And it like 100%, trust me, that I highly doubt that you could do this in the middle of the day, and you need to wake up early, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., or you stay up late, midnight, 1 a.m., something like that. You can choose which one it is. Some people are way more night owls and they do really good work there. Some people are way better in like the morning time. I'm way better in the morning. What I will say is I do genuinely think the morning is better for pretty much everyone, because when you stay up late, you do automatically experience problems. There's more people who are still awake at 11 o'clock, even midnight. You can't drink coffee or caffeine or anything. If you see any bright lights or any lights from your computer past about 10 p.m., it really does start to fuck up your mental health. Like Andrew Huberman talks about this a lot, that if you look into the computer or phone past 10 p.m. or 11 p.m., it starts to produce like depressive symptoms inside of you because it's totally unnatural to see light at that time. When you wake up early at 5 and you see light, it's absolutely fine. It's actually kind of healthy. So I heavily prefer morning time. But if, for example, I was someone who genuinely could not wake up early, but I feel fantastic at 11 or midnight or 1 a.m., I would still do that. I would be pushing that and literally like be up at a time where everyone else is asleep, where you don't reply to any messages, so that you can do the hardest task possible. I do my absolute best work as early as possible in the day. So right now I wake up at 5 and my deep work task is between 5 and 8 a.m. So in cases you want to copy me or you want to take any of my ideas, here's my current exact routine. At 8 p.m. I shut everything down, non-negotiable. I don't care if I'm on a call, if I'm doing anything at 8 p.m., everything is shut down. That's when I'll go and do my nighttime routine, and I'll brush my teeth, I'll floss my teeth and stuff, set up my room and everything, set up tomorrow for work and everything. Then I'll get into bed and I just read like sideways lying down. The whole room is dark, but I have a Kindle which is on the lowest brightness. And when you read, like literally to the point that your eyes close, you have perfect sleep. I usually fall asleep at about 8:30 p.m., maybe sometimes about 9 p.m. And I wake up usually 5 a.m., like on the dot, just by myself. Wake up, first 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I'm just quickly just going to the toilet, drinking some water, go downstairs, and I'll look at bright light, like I'll look at the sunlight. Right now, this sun, which is out at like 5 a.m., so I'm getting that into my eyes. Andrew Huberman says it's good. Then at about 5:15, I come up and I literally just do deep work till 8 a.m. So I'm working on the full guides for the script and everything. It's like a very mentally demanding, super hard task. No one can disturb me. No one's awake. I'm not checking messages. No one's awake in my house, so I'm just working on that. This is how you move the needle. So there's a phrase that I want to tell you which means a lot to me. It's called eat the frog. The idea is, I think some philosopher or something made this, but the idea is that if you eat the frog first, the hardest thing, if you do the most gross thing, the hardest thing first, then the rest of your day is going to be easier and better. Most people do the opposite thing. They've got something hard that they really don't have motivation for, and they'll keep pushing it on, pushing it later, till eventually it's like their entire day has just been kind of like stressed out by that thing that they're pushing later. And sometimes they don't even get it done. So you wake up and you do the hardest thing straight away whilst your brain's really fresh, and then you've got like an easier day after that. So when I wake up, I focus entirely on these full guides because that's like my main thing. That's like the hardest thing I could possibly be doing. And I'll just be scripting the video. I'll be researching it. I'll be editing my script and everything. And then I record the full guide as well. This is the real me time. This is when I wake up, no one can bother me, and I can focus on dedicating myself to my craft. And I really think that I'm moving things along. And so you can copy this. So the first thing you've got to do is figure out, are you going to be a morning person or a nighttime person? I really think you need to be one. And I think the more extreme that you can push the time, the better. If you can wake up at like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. and then start to adjust, the rest of your life to it, the sleep schedule and everything to it, fantastic. If you can stay up 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. and you can really, really get good work done and you're not coping and you don't get distracted and no one's messaging you and you can stay awake at that time, then do that. You should have one of these.
Want to reach 10K per month in just 1 year? Well, join the Adonis School. Here we teach young men not only money advice, but also mental, physical, and spiritual health. If you're interested to better your skill level, go to the description and join now to better your life.